So if you have a U.S. accent, or if you have any interest at all in sharing with people how you speak English, I invite you to become a conversation assistant. There are 3 basic rules. You have to know when to correct something. If a student, or the person you're tutoring is telling a story, don't interrupt the flow of thought. Write down the errors they're making and then share the errors after the story is finished. Smile a lot and tell jokes. This keeps the lessons light, and people feel better when they're looking at someone who's smiling and focused on them. Try not to be reading from a book. And when you're teaching pronunciation, do it through a video so your students can replay and repeat without bothering you. You can make your own pronunciation videos and put them on YouTube, or you can use several of my videos. Now you have the information to how to become a conversation assistant. I have hundreds of international students on Facebook waiting for your help, so you can find me at freeenglishLessons@gmail.com. I want you to think about a country that someday you'd like to visit, and I can link you with 5 students from that country. If you're concerned about literacy, you'll be able to help them become more literate in English, and perhaps inspire them to find people to get both passive, active, and interactive literacy started with them. So there are 3 types of literacy. I hope you will help me promote interactive literacy, and you can do that by sending anything that you're reading to stevemathteacher@gmail.com, and then I'll send you stuff that I think is interesting. And I look forward to sharing more information about the goals of building international bridges, and I hope that you will tell other people about the BIB, Building International Bridges Pen Pals. I look forward to meeting with you all. I also want to suggest that there are 7 ways that we can be literate, in the sense that there are 7 ways for us to be able to inspire people to go beyond just passive literacy. And one of those ways is collaboration. And when you look at the range of skills that we all need, there are basically 7 skills. And these 7 skills include the 4 C's: collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, communication. There's an I, initiative. There's 2 A's, accessing and analyzing information, and adaptability and agility. Can you see all of the levels of literacy that are involved here? If you are a passive reader, you're not collaborating. So getting into active and interactive literacy is a form of collaboration. By using your creativity, you're not just reading and absorbing information. You're thinking, how can I use this with my family? How can I use this information to build on something else that I read? Critical thinking, the use of Snopes, is ideal. We need to have critical thinkers. I'm sure that in your personal definition of literacy, you're not stopping when you say, minimal literacy. They're able to read the newspaper. I think minimally, they have to use that information in a critical manner. So even when we're saying we want minimal literacy, functionally literate, function implies the ability to communicate and think critically. Communication, of course, is that interactive component. And taking initiative and using the information. I mean, it's one thing to know where to get a small business loan. It's another one to actually go and do it. So being functionally literate, I believe, has to include being able to act on what we're doing. Accessing and analyzing information, that back to the Snopes and critical thinking, Snopes.com or trutherfiction.com, the ability to evaluate. And then there's, of course, adaptability. Just because we know how to read, are we adaptable enough to be able to go to different formats, to possibly pick up information through audio as well as through just looking at something. So I hope that when you next think about what it means to be literate, you remember the 4 C's, the I, and the 2 A's. Collaboration, creativity, critical thinking, communication, initiative, accessing and analyzing information, and adaptability and agility. This comes from Tony Wagner in Harvard. Those are the 7 global skills. Thank you for your time. I look forward to talking with you. Again, please contact me at Steve Math Teacher or Building International Bridges. Both are located at gmail.com. Steve Math Teacher at gmail.com. Thank you.